Thank you for tuning in into the latest Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing issued on Thursday, March 13, 2025. Here is the latest surface analysis issued at 12C, and we have high pressure system prevailing across the Western Atlantic and across the Gulf of America, and we also have a cold front moving across the Central Atlantic. Here is an overview of the possible hazards that we're expecting for the next 5 days. In terms of wind, we are expecting none. We are expecting winds to be below 34 knots across all basins. However, there is a chance for a non-tropical low to develop Monday or Tuesday. And if this system develops, we may have gale winds at some portion of the Central Atlantic. So it's very important to check our latest forecast. In terms of swell, we have currently 12 to 14 feet seas across the north central Atlantic, and we're also expecting seas to continue to build through the weekend, and seas will likely to peak to 18 feet. Looking into the 24-hour forecast, mainly moderate to fresh winds are going to be across the Gulf of America. And we continue to have this cold front with a stationary portion moving across the Central Atlantic. And we also are expecting winds to pulse to fresh to strong off the coast of Colombia due to the pressure gradient of the high north of the area and the lower pressure across Colombia. And the system north of the area and its associated front in our area is producing this swell event that we are seeing, and we are expecting seas to be between 10 to 16 feet, mainly north of 25 north. Looking into the 48-hour forecast for Saturday, March 15 at 12C, we're expecting a cold front to start moving off the coast of Texas. Ahead of these fronts, southerly winds are going to increase to fresh to strong. We are also continuing to look at this stationary front, and we are expecting a pressure gradient to increase winds to fresh to locally strong in the north central Atlantic. We are also expecting seas to continue through the north central Atlantic and be between 10 to 16 feet in the area. Looking into the 72-hour forecast for Sunday, the cold front will continue to move across the Gulf of America. This pressure gradient that I mentioned before is going to continue to strengthen, and we are expecting a larger area of fresh to strong winds across the north central Atlantic as this stationary front continues to dissipate. And seas in this area are going to be between 10 to 12 feet. And looking into Monday, this is beyond the 72-hour forecast, so we don't have surface features, but the front is going to be somewhere located in this area. Behind the front over the eastern Gulf of America, we continue to have fresh to strong winds. And as I mentioned before, this pressure gradient, there is a chance also for this non-low tropical system to develop off of this weakening stationary front. So currently we have a forecast for near gale force winds. But if this system develops and the model guidance continue its trend, we may issue a gale force warning for portion of the north central Atlantic. And we also are expecting seas to continue to build, and they're going to be between 10 to 14 feet around this area of the strongest wind. Looking into the 120-hour forecast for Tuesday at 12C, this front is going to be somewhere in this area. Behind the front, we're going to have moderate to locally strong winds, and the possibility of this area of near gale force winds continue, and this is the time when we are expecting seas to peak to 18 feet where the stronger winds are located. In summary, in terms of wind hazards, we are expecting seas to be below 34 knots across all basins. However, we are expecting a non-tropical low to develop either Monday or Tuesday. So if this system develops, there is a chance that we will have gale force winds in some portion of the central Atlantic. So it's very important to check our latest forecast. And looking into the swell hazards, we have ongoing 12 to 14 feet seas due to system north of the area in the central Atlantic, and seas will continue to build to Tuesday, and we are expecting seas to peak to 18 feet likely on Tuesday. And in terms of features, we are expecting a cold front to exit the Texas coast on Saturday morning, and this system will continue to move across the Gulf of America through the weekend. And winds ahead of this system are going to increase to fresh to strong. And portions of this same cold front are going to exit the southeastern United States on Monday morning, and winds are going to increase ahead and behind the front, and they're going to be fresh to strong speeds. And this is it for now. Our next Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing is going to issue it on Sunday, March 16, 2025. Thank you for listening.